Excellent. Excellent. Kitana. Round 1. Fight!
There we go. What's up, guys? Figure I'd put a mic on. It's been a minute since I've been on here, so been kind of busy with doing some other stuff, but I get back to MK3 here. Gotta do merge here with me and Drew's versions here. Get everything going. Let's see, where do I want to start? Up there, Pimpala, Axel, Kay, Christian, Sky Angel, what's up, Lyra. Alright, so those of you who've been following along with Drew's channel, my channel, you guys probably know we've kind of been doing our multiple branches here of MK3, and it's about time we merge because we'd like to do a beta here pretty soon. So that's probably what we're going to be working on here for the next couple of weeks. And also I'd like to, there's going to be some testing needed for some 2v2, but I'd like to get 2v2 in there right out the gates for the first beta. Get my notes here. It's been a while. Alright, so in the last streams, if you remember, I restored the bank. So that's back in UMK3. And before that, we were doing 2 versus 2. I had that working pretty good, I believe. I'm trying to call my notes on that, because I'm going to jump back in that real fast. See how that's doing. I forgot where I left off. I know I'm going to have to do some work on the one-player side and 2v2 for endurance matches and boss matches and stuff like that. Not yet for 2v2, so we're going to have problems.
Kitana, Scorpion.
This is the right address here.
Round 1.
There we go. Oops, wrong button. Let's try that again. So, and another thing I got to do is create a proper start menu here, because this screen here just doesn't do it for me. This is terrible. It just seems like a real lazy attempt at throwing together a start screen. To me, it seems like they honestly wanted something down here in this area, and they just pulled out at the last minute before doing it. And but I mean, I got a couple ideas for the start menu. We can possibly keep this same setup here and push the tournament combat and something else down here. Maybe keep 2v2 combat there, and maybe put like 2v2 tag over here, and then have some options down here. Not sure. I don't really like this menu though, so I might change it to something that's a little more traditional, kind of like with MK2, with the stage in the background loaded with the start menu. That's next also. Get a proper menu if we're gonna have 2v2. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Mr. Scott, Master. So I think let's maybe do a menu. Let's do a proper menu for MK3, Ultimate MK3. That looks a lot better than this garbage we're looking at here. There we go. How's How's that, Scott? Thanks for letting me know. Try to balance it out. It's constantly changing though between different things going on, but that looks like on the scale looks like it's pretty good. Alright, let's see what we got loaded here. We got Blitz. All right, good, good. Some other things we're gonna bring is I'm looking to bring the storyboards over from MK3. I don't really like how those got scrapped from UMK3 because it kind of just tosses the whole story out the window. We got plenty of room, so that shouldn't be a problem bringing those over. Kind of already started something like that. Alright, so let's get this party started. Main menu. Up there, Cabuloso. How you doing? Change this real fast. Here we go. No, I mean it would be nice, but I think just having the original ones would be great because there's so much story that's being told about the game. I think we have room to put it in there. So if it's not a priority, but if we have the space, which I'm assuming we will, then we'll definitely make it in there. It's not a hard thing to do at all. Alright, so what do we got here? We can probably... Whip up. There we go. Load game mode, select screen. Okay. So, just recalling everything I went through here, because I was already digging into the select screen, and I haven't decided at that point if I was going to make a completely new game mode select screen or keep this new one, or the original one, and just switch it up a bit. But I think we're going to go with the new one, because I like the way MK2 is, with the stage load in the background, and the extra routines or procedures that are running as far as the stage effects go. I kind of like that. It gives it more depth. And of course we'll have options, probably just change the screen to whatever you prefer. If you want the graveyard, you can have the graveyard, you can have the bank, whatever. So we'll do that. So now we gotta find a proper hook to intercept our start button and redirect it. You guys think it's worth having an option to use the existing original game select mode screen? Is there that much of a purity issue there that some people might want the original one? I really don't want to make two of them, and the problem I see with that is if people do want that option, I mean, I don't want to have to modify this original mode select screen to accompany the new game modes, because that's just twice the work when I'm going to make a brand new one already that's going to accommodate the new game modes. They're in there, Pimp Bala. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's I've got some old blood routines that are restored, like the decapitation blood effects from MK2. Those are in there still. I can easily bring those back. So it's all there, man. Just takes some time. All right, so let's what am I missing here? Let me make sure my oh, that's hilarious. Check out the attract mode. It carried over the flag for 2 versus 2, so it's doing it in attract mode. It's great. All right, so we got yeah, thread. Oh, I see. Alright, so we're going to put a breakpoint on thread create, and we're going to find our start button. Look at him go, look at him go. Alright, so we're just going to find the... Let's reset this here. Alright, so here's our thread creation. We've got FF808420. Yeah, just because it's very early in the 2v2, there's some stuff that, trust me, 2v2 is just starting. You should have saw it. It's light years ahead of where it was in MK2 when MK2 was just starting to get 2v2. So the fact that, you know, I don't have that much time into getting it working on MK3 and it works as well as it does, is I'm happy for that, but in time we'll fix those little issues. Alright, so here's our breakpoint. So this is what happens when you press start, and you can see this is player 1 pressing start. I'm going to assume that this is where you go when player 2 presses start. because A4, register A4 is going to dictate who press start. It's going to be 0 if it's player 1. It's going to be 1 if it's player 2. And it carries that throughout the routine to make the next decisions. Scott, I have thought of some plans, something like that, but it's not going to be the KI style like an MK2. Actually, I'll give you an idea of what I was thinking about doing here. I'll show you real fast. I always, whenever I do something like that, I always mock it up, and I'll show you what I had planned here. That's hang time. Let's see here. So here's a few ideas. Possibly having the large versus screen images kind of slide in, slide out when you go to highlight a different character. Ran through various different sizes of portraits and stuff like that. So if I did something like that, it would kind of be like this, but the problem with that is I don't know how 2v2 is going to work. Maybe we can have just the current selector highlight, have the large character on screen, and then after you pick the character, that portrait dims, your new selector pops up, and then the new large image of your new selector, whatever they're hovering, will pop up, the new fighter will pop up. So that's an idea. We can definitely do something like that. A1 and AO, 106.21 AO. Why don't I have that defined? It sounds like the 106.21 AO is quite common. Oh, I know what this is. I don't think I updated it, but the 106.21 AO, I believe, is a flag that's going to tell us that we're at the start screen here. Let me check here. Yeah, we'll just put that in. 621 AO. Alright, so then after that flag set, looks like it pulls in a calculated jump depending on what the game mode is. And AO, or game state, what is A1 going to do? I think A1 is just going to be our instance. So this is probably where we're going to jump in and intercept and create our new character select screen. I'm sorry, not character select screen, but new game mode select screen. Yeah, we're gonna go right here. So it's going to check for sufficient credits. If it's not enough, it's just going to destroy the thread. It's not even going to show it. Format and make generic palette. Alright, so this is where we're going to start the launch of the new screen. Check out this calculation though, because we might go a little further before we jump in here. 5G. Oh, 609. Alright, so this is going to calculate a jump based on the character control status. One is 0, so okay, so they're both going to calculate jump 2. Alright, so another check for credits. This is going to launch our thread with an instance. Let's see, 5. If I got that marked down here. I don't. My instances are lacking here in UMK3. Alright, so let's advance our breakpoint to here because we're at least going to go to this point before. And I want to set another one right here because I want to see where this comes out of. So I'm assuming that next breakpoint is going to break after we select something in a menu here. Yep, okay, so that's definitely the area we're going to work in. Alright, so this should be an easy jump here. What we're going to do is we're just going to jump in right here. And we can change that up. real simple. Then we jump in, does our thing, we come right back out, and we're good. Later we'll look at what's going on over here as well, because this is probably going to come into effect of our game modes. We might want to do something in here to redirect to certain game modes if we have extra game modes where we have more going on right before we go to the character select screen, like maybe extra character spawned or something like that. 7BO, okay, so jump to routine. So we don't need that callback. We don't need that. All we need is move from memory A12, A7, exchange PC A7. That's going to bring us back. I've already had a main menu thing worked in here. Let me see if I can find it. Work in progress here. Main menu. Okay. I might be able to use some of this stuff out of here. Alright, this should work. What I gotta do though is I gotta make sure my graphic locations are all updated. Because this involves a custom graphic at the title screen. These are renamed here to font small. Yeah, I renamed these, so I gotta check these out, make sure I get the right. Let's see. Line center, no shadow. Line center, no shadow. Line center, shadow. I'm gonna find attribute 9. All right. Stage layers. I must have renamed that. Let's see. Stage. go. All right, so let's make sure our jump back here is good. Find it here. You could character selection. Okay, so we might have to go through and kind of rehash a little bit of this because I'm not sure. I don't believe that the same spot we are hooking in is what this script was written for. FF8097. There it is right there. FF8097EO. Okay, so all right, yeah, that might be good. So we have to look at our graphics here because we've got all right, we're good there. Do sprite title. AFF. All right, so yeah, that's good. So what we do here is I had both options laid out here. Let's see. Custom start menu title. Do we have the ultimate and the plus in there as well? All right, well, let's see. so let's try. Let's see here. Let's go back into here. Alright, so what we got here? This is probably... Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to create a shortcut for that. I think I got that already, so let's... This is the one here, maybe? Oh, we have to... We have to update our jump, of course. We can't do it without updating the jump. Let's see, it's originally... So many builds of MAME going on here and so many variations of games and those different builds, it's sometimes kind of hard to keep track of what's going on. I think I got it though. Let's try this one out. Let's see. Maybe. No, that's definitely is not the correct link. Oh, I see why. Okay. Alright, so here we go. This is probably better. Okay, so yeah. I remember this now. Okay, so this is kind of where I left off before with the custom. But we are obviously in the wrong area. We don't want to jump there. Looks like we jumped a little too... Jumps a little off there, so let's see what's going on. It's an old script too. I mean, I would have to go back through this and see exactly what needs corrected on, because I remember it wasn't completely done. Okay, so good news is we don't need the ultimate and the plus graphics, because it looks like I did correct that, and I made it one graphic, which it looks pretty good. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Plus. Looks really good. So that's the good news. I guess the bad news is you're looking at it. We have to go and see what's going on with our layers, because it seems like we have some goofy palette switching going on, and we have a selector being spawned for some reason, which it shouldn't have been spawned. Alright, so let's get back to our breakpoint. We'll see, back to our original build here and see, so we're jumping in right before the selectors are spawning, but for some reason they're spawning, so we have a jump back that's not right, it seems like. Graphic looks pretty good though. I forgot how good that looked. Definitely glad we're gonna make a new select screen start menu. All right, so let's go back over here. Let's do reset that. And looks like there's our jump to our code, and let's see if we jump. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so coining up is definitely taking us through the routine of the code we don't want to go to. If we just press start with adequate credits, we'll be presented with something more of what we want to see. But the strings are off. Well, the strings are good, but the size are off. And also, if we move our joystick, we get a crash. So we'll go with that. At least we got something good to work with here. First thing I want to do is, let's change this up. These are probably supposed to be medium strings. Alright, let's see what this looks like now. It looks a little better. We're having a heck of a time with MK1 select menu for some reason. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something with the palettes were just giving me fits. The game is a little bit different than 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are a lot more similar to each other than MK1 is to MK2. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah. Move down, we get a crash, so we gotta look into that. Me, or do we have no music also? Okay, yeah, we got no music, so we'll have to add it. Have to check out the music as well, because I didn't hear anything. Yeah, it does. Looks pretty good. Now we just gotta iron out the few wrinkles that we got. I think right here we'll add an option for what stage to load. Like for instance, if we do 2, Let's see what that looks like. Let's load stage 2 in there just for 18.4b. How that's gonna look. Okay. So there's some layers that need addressed for darkening, and it's probably because the routine that does all the darkening of the objects, it doesn't have the palettes for the bank's graphics that I've added. It has the palette for the ground because that's used on the rooftop. That's pretty neat though. Yeah, this is when we coin up. We obviously have some issues upon coin up, but we'll get that fixed. Looks pretty good, the start menu. Looks like it's got a lot of potential. Some quirks here and there we gotta fix, but that's pretty funny how it does. It's got a routine where it shakes the specific layer left and right. That's pretty funny. Let's go to the reference. I want to see a stage. Okay, let's do that one. 18CB. What do you know? There's the bank. We're working on this bank for a while. This took a little bit of patience, especially get the transitions right. Like that. That looks pretty good. What we'll do is we'll move that layer that's shaking when start is pressed or a button is pressed to go to the game mode. I think we'll shake the string, the game mode that's selected. We haven't yet, Scott. That's my job to do. I will be merging the two together. The next, I guess the next month or so, probably. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe a couple weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe. But we're planning on getting up beta pretty soon, so the sooner the better, I guess, for you guys. All right, so where are we? So if I were to guess, I would say this code here is not needed. Let's start by verifying that, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is. Oh wait, it's one. Okay, it's all one. Okay, I see. Yeah, it is three sections, but all in one data chunk on the graphics. Okay, well, that's good. We do need that. Okay, what we got to do probably here is start or insert coin. I have to differentiate what's going on, whether they're at the menu or not, because if I'm not mistaken, it shows the credits here. Yeah, right there. So my guess is it's going to run through. It's running through this code here, and it's still showing this, regardless. And we have to press sufficient credits. There's our boom sound. There's the routine. I believe that's going to shake the layers. So we might want to write a custom one for that, because we want the strings to shake back and forth, not the layer. All right. Let's get rid of this one here for now, because we don't need 2 instances. We'll just stick with the custom, the newest version here, and fix it up from here. No, Christian, I'm not going to do that for the bank. It's not needed, and you really can't see it. It's just one more process that needs to be taken into account. So I mean, it's not worth it. Trust me. It's really not worth the troubles that it could cause. Alright, so what do I want to dig into first here? definitely have to add tag mode here, don't we? Should be, let's see here. I think I should probably iron out the wrinkles before adding any new options to the menu, because that's going to add a couple problems as well. Not too bad, it's just, I mean, why complicate things at this point? Let's fix what we got going here, and then after it's working well, then we'll add the new game modes to the select screen, because I'm not sure what we're going to add. I don't know how you guys like survival mode from MK2+. I thought it was pretty good. Maybe we'll add that. We'll definitely have some 2-on-2 tag. There may be some kind of an upgraded tournament with different options you can set, or as far as which characters you can use, or the win formats, stuff like that. Let's see, 195, 196, oh, yeah. One 960, so before 960 we've got 09E5. Get that back in there. Yeah, Scott, everybody tends to agree that the tournament on the arcade was kind of lame. Okay, so it's showing credits at a different spot. It's not showing credits. It's not showing credits here. Let's see, what was that breakpoint? B300. No, actually, this is a different one. It's that one. Okay, so why do we have this doubled? What's going on there? That might be our problem there. Oh no, it's not. So we have another routine outside of our custom one that's showing the credits, the extra credits on there, which we don't want. And that's the one that I said that we might have to rebuild anyways, because we want to change up how the screen shakes. Because currently it shakes the back layer here, and we want the game mode to shake. So if I were to guess, I would say we probably are running into that. Probably right. Probably right here. It's gonna be one of these routines here. Well, those two routines right there. It's Alright, so jump A1 and FA6 29AO. Get that right? FFA6 29AO. Okay, so that should be our breakpoint when player 1 enters game mode, and that's gonna be our shaking and all that other jazz. We gotta, yeah, there we go. And there's our stage shake we want to get rid of. So basically that's going through another credit check as well, because obviously you need more credits to play, I think, the other game modes, but we could probably handle that and keep it the same for operators. I don't know who operates in that fashion nowadays, but it's not a big deal, I guess. Our boom sound, and here's an array I don't have defined. I wonder what this array does. Let's check it out. FA67A240. Oh, I do have it. Game mode routines. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna probably rewrite this, because this is these are the routines that is running through FFA6, 2980, and 29AO. So 2980 is you're starting as player 2. Player 1 is 29AO. You don't have enough credits, it's going to jump out of this routine by jumping here to 18DO. If you do, it's going to check flag for 2v2. It's going to do an audit. It's going to format some stuff. It's going to kill objects with the instances of the instance of 808s. It's going to meet the music. It's going to play the boom sound, and then it's going to call they're like prep routines, which I just which I should probably part of game modes. Let's rename this game mode prep, because it's just a call, it's not a jump, so I think it's going to set certain flags and stuff depending on which game mode you selected, and it's going to come right back out, and then it's going to create the instance of I don't know what, because I don't have it defined. 28 would create 28 we got 3B. There's our stage shake. We want to get rid of that. So we actually want to do so the stage layer 6. Put in just the string of the game mode that we selected. I think that would probably look pretty good. And it's going to do a loop to F50 here. It's going to go back through and do the same thing again. That's going to do everything on that layer, so we might have to chop it up a little bit, and because we don't want everything on that string layer. If we did, we'd have all the game modes shaking. Yeah, I don't think we want that. And format threads. So basically, I guess all we need out of this is check for credits, set flags, call the game mode prep routine, audits, and let's see if yes, the prep routines. I'm not exactly sure what these ones are. We can probably breakpoint those and see what's going on there. Alright, so let's see what those two are. Screen shake all. Okay, so this is also shaking the background as well, just at a different rate. I remember now it does do that in the game. It does shake the other screen, the background stuff, or everything else as well. Let's see, Radical Dreamers, let's see, 129, let's see where you're at there, see if you're right there. 29. Yeah, that was 126. That was about 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. Our Secret of Evermore, I think this is. I know this is Romance and Saga 3. Okay, so 3B7 is, oh, you know what I should have done? Let's document that. So 9 was, shake all layers. So this is where our strings are being shown that we don't want, show credits or free play. And we don't want that either, so definitely remove that from oh yeah, of course coins are going to be intact, Tim. Everything I do on this is targeted for machines. So coins, audits, all that good stuff. It's also got it's also going to have dedicated settings in the test menus that you can set up as an operator. You'll have access to all that extra good stuff. So it will retain the coin op feature. And of course, there will be free play if you'd like. Alright, so I don't know how far I want to go into this routine here, but I pretty much know that it's not a routine that we want in our main menu, and that's definitely what's causing the free play or the credits string to pop up. You're pretty much looking at it right in the middle of your screen right here, because it's on a loop, and basically it after we clear it, it comes back after we press start. So anyway, not needed. That's a horrible selector sound too. Add a little description to that vertically. Alright, so back on track where we've got MK3 going again. We've got the menu come along. All we gotta do is clean up some mishaps here and there. Get the flashing selected game mode working, and we'll go from there. For now, I'm going to cut out a little bit earlier than usual. I got to finish some other stuff around the house, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you most likely tomorrow. You'll have the fortunate option to switch between me and Drewski, because I'm sure he'll be streaming, doing his Tuesday and Thursday deal. But I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.